We all we got. We are all we got. And I forgot to take the blurriness off my background. Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon. I am Kim, aka Kim with the Gems, and I am the founder of This A Here channel. This A Here channel. I am in the South, y'all. So I am embracing everything about the South. And so let me close this out. Um, the purpose of today's conversation is to talk about how we can build together, how we should build together, how we should stay in community. And the impetus for this conversation is really me seeing all of these AI communities that are forming right now. And we don't know who's behind them. And so I want us to be selective. I want us to make smart choices. And I want us to be strategic when we decide who we're going to follow, especially during this time. So before I get into the details or my list, I would say, of some of the people that I follow that I would highly recommend, I will ask you to go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you are not already a subscriber. If you are a subscriber, you are a gemstone. You are part of the community. You are part of the movement. All you have to do is hit the subscribe button. And, on these YouTube streets, if you hit the subscribe button, you definitely have to hit the like button. And I have noticed that the majority of my watchers are watching on television, on TV, using television. So I think you just hit the volume button if you're watching that way, up or down. I'm not sure. I think it's up for thumbs up, but go ahead and hit that button. And also turn on the notification bell so you do not miss any of the videos that we are coming to you with as part of the movement. I also ask that if I say something that may resonate with someone else that you know, share it. Share it. Sharing is caring. That is what community is all about. That is what this video is all about. Today's live. And I encourage you, I absolutely encourage you that if there are any communities that you recommend, that you are following, please put them in the chat, whether you're watching now or in the future. Let's help each other. Now, we're only talking about solid communities. Like I said, we are not going to lead each other down the wrong path. So go ahead and, be your brother, your sister's keeper, right? And so I am, like I said, super happy to share the communities that I follow. And hey, Tanya Brooks, good to see you. Oh, and I owe you an email. Yes. Oh, you have the journal? You have the 300 things motivational journal and tracker? Yay. I hope that you share more about your experience, because that is going to be one of the communities that will be paramount in third quarter. So stick around for that community building opportunity as part of the Gym Nation soon. So let me get into because I kind of want to pull up some of I don't think I could pull up all of them, but I will pull up the ones that I can and talk more about the other ones. And so let's just go ahead and get started. My first highly recommended community that we should be following is the brilliant Dr. Carr. And I'm sharing the screen now. Give me 1 second. When I tell you, you'll thank me later, I promise you. He is absolutely a brilliant thinker, a brilliant scholar as it relates to history and culture, specifically our history and our culture. And this is his YouTube channel. Let me go directly to it. The YouTube channel is called Narrative, and it's Narrative with a K. And let me just read the description. It's the home to the largest Africana studies classroom in the world. And I co-signed that. He has over 28,000 subscribers. He joined back in March of 2021 when we weren't really going to classes or communing with our people. So brilliant, brilliant idea. And we'll just go through some of the topics that he goes live every Saturday at 10 a.m. Although this week, and I think next week, because he is doing a abroad study to Egypt, he will not be live. So this is a great time to catch up on some of the other topics and content that he has brought to us graciously in cooperation with the brilliant Karen Hunter. And we'll talk more about her because she's going to be next on my list of people you should follow and be in community with. So Dr. Carr has talked about nations within nations. Oh, okay. So wait, he did go live. So he went live earlier. Oh, I guess maybe because of the time difference. Because I sure did look on my phone at 10. So I'm going to catch up on that today. There ain't no such thing as Superman. Listen, that's what that's what this movement, the Gym Nation, is about. We are not waiting for anyone to save us. And sometimes I think I may come off a little harsh when delivering that message, but we're going to do the work so that we can be self-sufficient. And so he has many different topics. White citizenship versus everybody, child, if that ain't the truth. He also brings on other guests, or he references other guests, I should say, in other literature works that I highly recommend. And we see he's already at episode 282 from his video. And I think you can also find him. I forgot what platforms he is on for this particular podcast. And so, yeah, again, if you want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth from someone who is not only walks the walk, but talks the talk. He's also a professor at Howard University, HU. And so, again, I highly recommend you tuning in to him. In addition to tuning into him, I'm going to pull up. Oh, did I not share? I did share the screen. Let's go ahead and pull up the website because he has a paid community, which I'm also part of. Oops. Why is that? Why is that not popping up? Let me see if I can. Oh, there we go. So here we go. So let's go to his website and what information he is sharing there. Let me remove this and add narrative, the website. Okay, so welcome to Narrative. Our mission is to empower. Listen, you can't get no plainer and no simpler than that. Narrative is committed to helping people across the diaspora know our history, create our own stories, and understand ourselves through explorations of the past so we can grow brighter futures. I love that mission. I love that it's easy to understand what this community is about. And I will co-sign the fact that he delivers on every word. And so you'll see that he has a plethora of instructors, a plethora of brilliant minds to help us navigate and understand our histories in ways that weren't taught to us in school, on the playground, by our ancestors, for the modern for those of us who are more modern, right? And so we talked about healing, natural homeopathic healing. Part of the reason why I was a little tardy today was because I was at the farmer's market gathering natural herbs, natural remedies to aid in the next, well, one of the phases of our community mission. And so you'll see everyone from Dr. Sunyata Amen. She is a holistic practitioner. I think her roots are from like Cuba. Um, she, I believe, has Southern roots. She has a blend of a beautiful blend of indigenous practices. There's also, you see a lot of doctors in the house, right? Dr. Mario Betty, Kamal Bell, who talks about farming and helps us in that area. Terry Igioma, Shantavia Johnson. And the beautiful thing is, let's just click on to, you see their executive team as well. And these are the people that make sure that the information is delivered and delivered in a way that you can tell the people have done their work, right? So let's just click on Kamal Bell. And you'll see, can you see that? Yes, you can see that. Regaining what has been lost. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let me just say this. There was a video. Well, I'm going to talk about her later, actually, because I mentioned it yesterday with the Earn Your Leisure video that, or the Earn Your Leisure interview that happened on, the Breakfast Club. Well, there was another interview that came up yesterday that is in perfect alignment with what I covered yesterday. Like, when I tell you the ancestors are speaking, but anyway, regaining what has been lost, Kamal Bell's work at Sankofa Farms. And you'll hear all about what he is doing. The farm is in Orange County, North Carolina. And he's only, 29 years old. And his story is fascinating. And so for those of us, I wish I would have brought my honey that I just bought as well to show you. Like, there's certain things that we need to have, we need to support. And if we can support our Black farmers who are struggling, right, more than anyone else, go ahead and do it. But again, you can read all about, for free on the Narrative platform, you can read all about is this it? Let me see. Because I'm also on the paid version, so that's why I'm getting a little confused. Is this an ad? Oh, no, that's not her book. 100 Lessons for Mastering Plant-Based. New from Forks and Knives. I don't know who this is, but I do watch Dr. Sunyata Amen's videos on the Nubia platform, which is where you see here, become a member. I'm going to take you there in a second, but I just want to see if Shantavia, why is it not letting me go to the page? It's not letting me go to her page, but okay. If you want to learn more about astrology, which is, listen, you cannot say that there were stars that guided, like, Jesus or Mary or Joseph, but you can't believe that astrology exists. And so Sam Reynolds is one of the instructors on this platform. Also, let's go to the members. I'm going to have to log in to show you, and I can't really probably show you because it's behind the paywall. But if you're interested in becoming a member, listen, I'm not, they don't know I'm doing this. I get no financial benefit from this. But when I tell you I had to start here, so if you only get one thing from me today, join the narrative. Well, it's once you become a member, you're part of the Nubia community. And the pricing is so affordable. So affordable. $19.99 a month. Some of y'all pay $25 for Netflix, right? Or if you want to save a little, you can do a yearly subscription, which is only $199, and you get access. Look what you get access to. Ciao. Over 350 classes. The thing I love is every Monday evening, it's live class and in session. And we learn about what was this past? I can't remember what this past week was, but I literally have not been to a bad class yet. And so you get all the replays, you get 1,000 plus. Oh, we're going over, what's the name of the book? Oh my gosh. We are going over a, child. This might not be my right notebook. The Eloquence of Scribes. So it's called Office Hours, Monday's Office Hours, and Dr. Carr takes us through, and he'll have another scholar sometimes. Some of the history books that I never, listen, the books that we focused on, whoo, that's all I'm gonna say. We have truly been hoodwinked and bamboozled. So the Eloquence of Scribes is the book that we're going over now, and you can look that up, and it's about going back to our ancient ancestral ways that were taken from us. And so, yeah, and the part of, there's another book called The Battle for the Black Mind. I don't want to give too much away because it is behind a paywall, but there are so many references, and the thing that I love about it is not all of us have time to read hundreds of books, but Dr. Carr has, or he has already read them and he understands them. So the breakdown, and you get access to the actual words on the page. Please do yourself a favor. And then there's also an app, weekly live conversations, add free video experiences, connection to a community. Let's just pause right there. That's where our power lies. We are not going to get through this. We're not going to be okay solo dolo. You have to be in community. And this community, when I tell you, I love it there. I absolutely love it there. One-on-one with instructors, book clubs and discussion groups, Black Bookstore Directory, reading lists, downloadable class ebooks, historical profiles, and archives. And so again, you can do all of that for the low of $19.99 a month or $19.99 a month. And I'm actually going to put this link. And again, this is straight from their page. I get no referral, nothing. I'm just sending you to the pricing page. If you're interested in joining, go ahead and do so. And if you do join, let me know so we can meet up in the chit chat. And if you're already in there, let me know. Absolutely love this community. And let's move on. So another group that, not another group, but y'all know that I reference Karen Hunter often. Now she's also on, let me see, is this showing? She is also on, what is Sirius, I want to say, but she downloads portions of her podcast or her live shows to YouTube. And so if you don't have Sirius and you can't access it, go ahead and check her out on YouTube. Again, she is truly for the people. She is for community. She wants to see us win, and she tells it like a TI is. And so let's just go through some of her most recent. She mostly does. Now, the thing I love about her, she's also a real journalist. She is not someone who just popped up calling themselves a journalist. She taught journalism at Hunter College, I want to say. She's written for very large publications. She also ghostwrites for a lot of the books that we have read, celebrities, including Al Sharpton, and the list goes on. I don't want to waste time trying to remember, but she is another brilliant mind, and brilliant, and also about her people. So it's called The Karen Hunter Show. And she does, I don't think she does live as much. She just started, I think, again, or she only did 4 months ago. But with the videos that she covers, they're quick, usually under 15 minutes, but they're clips from her, again, her live podcast. And so she's going to cover, I need to watch Washington Black. Now, she is going to cover a little bit of celebrity, but she's going to do it in a different context. And she has to do it. I mean, in order to keep the algorithm going and your numbers up, right, you have to weave it in. I've been advised to do more of that, but from a more social point of view. But having, this man's face on your channel or in your title is going to garner more views. I prefer quality over quantity, but we'll see. And so this one right here, when I tell you, whoo, child, politicians acting like celebrities, we in danger, y'all. A lot of these so-called activists, we just need to be careful on who we're following. And so, again, I like her point of view, and I don't agree with her point of views all the time, but I do like her breakdown of the hot topics as well as the cultural relevance for us. And so you can find her also, she's on Sirius XM, and you can also find her. Let's just read who she is, right? What this show is. The Karen Hunter Show is about knowledge, power, liberation, and uplifting culture. The goal is for everyone who tunes in to be mentally, physically, and spiritually healthier, wealthier, and wiser. A to the men. And this channel features clips from the live radio broadcast, and it airs on Monday through Friday, 3 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Channel 126. Karen holds court with smart, witty, and amazing people who share their knowledge in this space and drops breadcrumbs and tools for people to build their best life. And you can also listen to, she has another community called Karen Hunter is Awesome podcast, and you can go to the YouTube channel, click the link, and follow her there as well. So I have a couple more references, but again, if you are in here and you follow anyone, we're going to go over those in a second. But okay. Now, another person that I highly recommend is, well, you know what? Yeah, let's go to him first. Sun M Show, I spelled it wrong, is someone else that I had the pleasure of meeting. Again, what year was that? It wasn't last year because I was here in April last year. So it had to have been 2 years 2 years ago. Oh, he doesn't have his bio listed here, but he is a professor at Howard University that literally, let me see. Oh, that's his merch channel. Let me get his bio. Okay. I hate, this is the AI version. Let's go to his, I'm gonna go to his page. So he is the first and so far the only instructor of Gullah at Harvard University, that is. He says that he's honored and humbled to be there, but he knows he carries the responsibility of sharing the language of history of his people to a broader audience. That was in the Harvard Gazette. On NPR, All Things Considered, he says, teaching at Harvard, it's an honor and a privilege because of the history that academia has had in Gullah Geechee communities. We were not welcome in those spaces. A language that was at one point in time thought to be undeserving to be spoken in any classroom is being taught in the classroom of such an esteemed institution of education. And so, Jill Scott says, it's been a pleasure to hear your thinking out loud. It's a pleasure. It is a pleasure. You carry yourself in an extremely powerful way, and I commend you absolutely for sharing what you know, for caring about what you know, and lifting others as you go. It's a beautiful thing. Fascinating. You are fascinating. Thank you. So again, you can definitely follow him on YouTube, but he is also on most other social media platforms. And let's just see what he's been talking about lately. He does a lot of shorts, and he goes toe to toe. Oh, child, he goes toe to toe with, and his videos that I love are easily digestible. Most of them are under 10 minutes, as you can see. A lot are like under 5. But he's also talking about, some hot topics, but once again, from a cultural point of view, from a empowering and also knowledgeable, like what lessons can we learn from this as a culture, as a people. English language, Black people covers up tattoos. He is just such a wealth of knowledge. Dreadlocks and dreads versus locks. Like, he's going to break down the lexicon in a way that you have never heard before. And he's also a proud, unapologetic Black man. So again, I highly recommend you going to his YouTube channel, maybe even going to, okay, yes, he has a Discord community too. So if you are if you're on Discord, go ahead and follow him there. That's where you are allowed to be a little bit more free. Well, now I guess you could kind of be free. Well, no, they can be free. We are still censored, but he's on TikTok, he's on Instagram, he's on Twitter, he's on in the Apple Music Store. And so go ahead, if you're interested, follow him and the community that he's building. 266,000 subscribers on YouTube. That's community. And if you follow him on the other platforms where there's a lot more engagement, you'll thank me later. So let me see who's in here and what y'all are saying. And then we'll get to the next ones. Hey, LJ, good to see you. Buenas noches, or buenos dias, excuse me. That's right. I'm so used to doing it at nighttime. Buenos dias, good to see you. Hey, Christine, good to see you. Oh, good, Tanya. So you just follow Narrative or Dr. Carr, probably Dr. Carr. Hey, LB, what's up, Laura Baker? Good to see you. Communities. Okay, so this is who LJ. Yes. So she's on my list too, if I had time. But I definitely So I'm only going to call out Lori Daniels because I don't want this. I talk so much about leaving. I don't want this. I want this video to be for everyone, especially here, right? If you are here in the US of A's, these are the channels that I want you to follow, because you never know. Like Karen Hunter is not, she even talked about it. She was like, I really don't want to leave, right? She was like, now maybe if I have to, I will. But she wants to stay here and do whatever she can to protect whatever she's built or whatever she feels connected to here, right? Everybody's not ready to just leave all of their connections. So again, so the point of today's show is really for everyone in the US of A to have a space to go, to learn, to grow, and to have access when the time comes for access to be had that is not readily available. So yes, but I do agree with Lori Daniels Favors. Hey, Janice. It's been a minute if this is the Janice. Oh, no, maybe I'm thinking Janet. Sorry. Hey, Janice, because Janet is also from California. Hey, Moni, what's up? How are you? The Elder, I Want a New Start. Is that a book? Let me see. I don't know what that is. The Elder, I don't. Oh, are you talking specifically about you? Maybe that's what I'm missing. The astrology. It is Western tropical. Is it Western tropical or Vedic sidereal? What are you? I'm not sure what you're talking about, Moni. So yeah, I put in the link to narrative. I'm actually going to go ahead and pin it. Replace the pin. Give me 1 second. So I'm going to remove this pin, and I'm going to, for anyone who is again interested in joining the narrative community. Listen, you can do it for a month and quit. Like if you don't get value for it, I'm annual, I pay up front because it's just so much information, and I could watch it 2:00 in the morning if I can't sleep, or if I'm traveling or whatever, I could watch it. Well, you can too at $19.99, but I just know I'm getting more than what I pay. So if I divide $200 a month into 12 months, that is what, 716. It's less than the $19.99. So so go ahead and join if you can. And so you're saying you are an elder. Hold on a second. You are an elder. And Laura, thank you so much for your membership in the community. Two videos will be going up shortly. One will be going up today. I did a live from the farmers market today just to share with you, like literally something beautiful about being able to go to stores and farmers markets and seeing flies sit on fruit, right? Or flies sit on vegetables. Because if you notice in the supermarkets, in many of the urban cities, you don't see any bugs, any flies, and that's just not normal. That's just not normal. Period. Not normal. But let me go ahead and go to the next. Janice says, the elder, I'm joining for my family, children. Oh, okay. Oh, God bless you. God bless you. Yes, we need you. We need to talk to you. We need your insight. We need your guidance. We need and we need to pass it on. I was actually talking to my cousin, and actually later today, we're going to meet with one of the elders in our family who will be 95 in September, and just have us. Now, the beautiful thing is she has already shared like our, you know, the names of people, but now it's time to talk about experiences, right? It's time to hear more about her experiences growing up, and what medicine looked like back then, or not going to the doctor, and how you were able to heal and stuff like that. So we're going to speak to her later today. So I'm excited about that. But hey, Just One, good to see you. And Just One has a wealth of knowledge. I shared an article a while back that she had shared with me. And if I could find it real quick, I'll reshare it here. But again, learning about these communities that, some of them are being gentrified now, but for many, many years, they were the communities that we had to live in, right? Because we weren't accepted other places. And I cover on my travel channel, like the beaches, right? So, I mentioned before Atlantic Beach in South Carolina, Chicken Bone Beach in um, um, New Jersey, Atlantic City. Um, in Maryland, there was, what's the one, Frederick Douglass? Is that Highland? Highland Beach, I want to say. But there's other like communities that literally we were relegated to that are being infringed upon now. And or is yours Highland or Midland? I'm getting them confused, but Just One has a great is a great resource as well. Just Janice says, yeah, I listened to that one on Karen Hunter's YouTube. Yeah, she's amazing. I mean, when I say amazing, she's what we need right now. She's committed. She's committed, and she's an inspiration to me, right? Now, listen, she's getting paid. She's getting a check to show up every day. But I know her from my time in media, Black media, and this is who she is. Like she's gonna fight. She's gonna fight the good fight. And so, hey, Show About Nothing. Yes, we absolutely need Janice Wisdom and others like her. Like, we are just we need to know because knowing our, real true history, just like with every other culture, is a method of survival. And so let me get back to the other people that I wanted to call out. And one of them, you know what, since LJ has already brought her up, let me go ahead and pull up. So Lori is also part of Nubia. So if you are part of Narrative, right? If you join the membership, I mean, if you follow Narrative, but you become a member of Nubia, there's also a lot of Lori Daniel, and I'm gonna pull her. Let me just pull up her website. I mean, her YouTube, because she has one as well. Lori Daniel Favor, she's an attorney. She's, oh my gosh, she also is on Sirius XM, but let me pull up her channel real quick so you can see. So again, so we talked about Dr. Carr on YouTube, but we also talked about Narrative website, and also how you can become a member of the community through Nubia. Well, the name of the community is called, the private community is Nubia. And so again, I'm looking forward to hearing, because he's in Kemet, he calls it, or a lot of people do, but he's in Egypt now, and I'm looking forward to hearing more about this trip, because with everything going on in the world, like I'm excited to hear what he has to say this time around. He's been there many, many times before and taking groups of people, and God willing, eventually I will make one of the journeys there. But we talked about Dr. Carr, Narrative, Nubia, Karen Hunter. Karen Hunter is great. I forgot the name of that, her community. Now we're going to quickly talk about Lori Favors, well, Lori Daniels Favors. So let me share her YouTube channel right now. Again, mind blowing conversations. You can watch her for free on YouTube, or hold on a second, you can pay to hear her. Now, she has longer version clips, and I don't know if it's the whole show, but you're able to get more for free on YouTube with her. But let's just go ahead. She has 54,000 subscribers. Let's read her bio. She's the host of the Lori Daniels Favor Show on Sirius XM Urban View Channel 126, the same channel as Karen Hunter, and the head of a law center in New York City. We need legal minds. This is why when I talk about community, I really talk about going places where you're going to get insight that you don't, even if you have to pay, you're not paying for personal consultations, right? She's an activist, attorney, and author with a long-standing commitment to racial and social justice. The Lori Daniel Favor Shows focuses daily on the interconnectedness of race, class, gender, culture, politics, and the law. Pulling from her experience and expertise in these areas, Daniel Favors uses her live call-in program to tackle these subjects and more each day, with guests and contributors also providing their experiences. The hashtag LDF show airs weekly at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard on Urban View and the Sirius XM app. You can catch clips from the show here. You can also find audio interviews taken from the live show on This Is Lori Daniel Favors podcast, available on your favorite podcast network. Highly recommend her. I'm not going to, infringe upon her IP, her intellectual property, and play any of her videos, but let's just go ahead and see the topics that she's been covering. Standing up for Black women, the LGBT plus community, equality, and more, with Monifa Bandelli. Self-prioritization, connecting with nature. Oh my gosh, these are the conversations, child. Anyway, cultivating your own garden with Dr. Wendy Williams. Like, these are the conversations that we need. Now, her videos, like I said, are longer than Karen's. Karen's is usually less than 10 minutes. You may get a couple minutes over, but you can see with attorney Lori Daniel Favors, you'll get 20 minutes, 21 minutes, 23 minutes. How CBD can help protect your skin this summer, making sure our toilets are clean, intentional storytelling with JoJo Simmons. Oh, okay. That's interesting. That's Reverend Run's son. Oh, okay. I didn't see that one, but I do follow her more on the Nubia channel. I do catch some of her YouTubes, but there's so much, there's so much information out here. But again, Supreme Court dismantling the Department of Education, and you'll hear her interview, leading minds in that area. And so again, that's another recommendation. And she has links. You can book her for an event. You go to her website. She's also on Blue Sky. She's also on Substack, which is not here. Instagram. So yes, again, a community that I highly recommend you following, because they are doing the work, child. They are doing the work. Let's go to who's next. So next up on the list, let me see. So I'm not going to pull up anything about this platform, but the Black Information Network, some of you know it as BIN. let me see. Am I going to? The Black Information Network. I'll just read what they are about. You know what? Let me just pull up some of the news that they're talking about so you can see. Okay, so this is the Black Information Network, and we all heard. I don't know if you heard about what is going on at the Smithsonian and the lies that are happening. But here are the top trending stories, and some of them, this right here is just so disheartening. But they're going to talk about the fiasco called Shucking and Jiving by Mr. Lawrence Crackhead Taylor. And I have no problems describing him that way. Such an embarrassment, such an abomination. But you'll get the unfiltered stories that are related to us, right? And so I highly recommend this as a news source, right? And it gives you a list of the people who are contributors. And yeah, I'm not going to pull up any of the actual stories directly, but they also have a podcast. That's what I would say. They have a Black Information Network podcast, and they're also on social media platforms. They're not on YouTube, but they are on FB, FBXIGTT. So you can follow them there. And again, if there are any other resources that I am not covering or haven't covered so far, please put them in. Again, today's topic is really about building communities while here, so if you have no immediate plans of exiting or leaving this country, who should you be following? What communities should you be really engaged in that is not going to primarily just talk about getting your passport and getting out? Now, y'all know I talk about getting your passport and getting out unapologetically, but I also want the majority of us, because realistically, we talked about it. What is it? Less than 40% of us have passports. Those are the real numbers. Some people may say 42%. I'm not sure what the actual number is, but the overwhelming majority of us do not have passports. So we ain't going nowhere. But let's go ahead and just stay ready in other ways by building community. And that is the purpose of today's live. And so we're almost done, y'all. We have 2 more, and they're kind of health related, right? So I will start with, and Christine can appreciate this because Christine is a stretcher, she does yoga, and the benefits there, they're underrated, so underrated. Most cultures, hold on a second. Most cultures engage in some type of stretching routine, right? And it's, when I say most cultures that have longevity, right, that are known to live longer, healthier lives, have stretching routines. And so I really want us to do more of it, right? I'm not saying go lift 50 pounds a day, but I do believe that stretching should be incorporated, right? And since I've been here, I've been lacking. I'm not going to lie. When I'm in Mexico, child, the stretching at the beach every morning, oh my gosh, it's just it is such, I can't even put it into words, the difference that I feel when I do that. And so, oh, hold on a second. I am so tired of this. There we go. The background, child, is bugging me. And so I want us to do more of it. And so one of the resources that I'm going to share right now, her name is Black Yogi Nico Marie. And I'm going to share her page real quick. And she has a very huge following too. Now, every video is not going to be for everybody, but she has something for almost everybody, I would say. So can you see, hopefully you can see her channel. So let's just read who she is. Hey y'all, Nico here. Welcome to my yoga space where I blend yoga, meditation, and music to create sacred spaces for rest, healing, and self-connection. I'm a 35-year-old yoga instructor, certified in Vinyasa yoga, and I've also had trauma-specific yoga training. Here I hold space for Blackness in yoga and welcome anyone who comes with care, presence, and a willingness to practice. And so she has hundreds of videos here. This channel is a home for mindful movement, inner peace, alignment, and self-love. It's a healing journey toolkit of mindful music, yoga flows, meditations, and affirmations. You made it here, and I'm grateful for you. So let me just say the reason why I think this type of channel is so important. As you can see, over 207,000 subscribers is because with everything that we're taking in, with all of the anxiety that we are holding in, we need to release it. And this is, I think, a powerful way to do so. So let's just see the type of videos that she has. So everything from 5-minute breathing, meditation. Who doesn't have 5 minutes every day? Like lymphatic drainage yoga. You can see a lot of her videos. Now listen, don't get intimidated by these moves right here, child. One day you too can maybe do that. But in 6 minutes or less than 10 minutes, you spend doing mindless stuff every day. Let's find time to at least exert some of the energy that we're holding in. Look right here, yoga for when your energy feels off. And the great thing is, if you, and I just want to say this because I know there's quite a few older community members as well. You can do this from a chair. You don't have to get down on a mat. Get you a chair. Make sure that, you know, if you have balance issues, it's close to a wall or something. Real talk. But get you a chair and then engage. Do as much as you can. You don't have to do everything. And then when you can make it to the floor, if you can make it to the floor, get to the floor. But again, this is just a channel that I thought was important for us to stay connected to. And she also has, she has community on IGT and TT, in addition to here. Then there is, let me see what y'all are saying before I get to the final. I'll pull up this channel first because we're going to end on this one. But again, if there's anyone here now or in the future, go ahead and drop some references. Let me know if you plan to use any of these resources. I need feedback. I need to know that at least some of what I'm saying is connecting. And so let me know in the chat. Okay. Let's see what y'all are saying in here. And then, Thank you for recapping. Oh no, that was your reference. Sorry. You're out walking a few miles. Okay. Good for you. Get those steps in. I'm missing a meetup. Am I missing a meetup, y'all? Um, wait. Okay. Oh, Christina's stretching in the park right now. Good for you. Yes, Tanya. Let me tell you, I'm not lying. Like, listen, it's like the older, the age thing ain't no joke. And there's sometimes I'm like, okay, I could try to get on the floor, but I don't need to get on the floor. Where that chair at? Where that chair at? Not where the fans at, but where that chair at? Just to make sure I get through it without, the knees and all of that. But yes, Tai Chi is another, and I always say, check out, go to Eventbrite, go to, see if any free classes are held in your neighborhood or, you know, yeah. Thanks for the reminder about, yep, join, 2 thumbs up. So, LJ, have you been a member or you just joined? I'm not sure. But no, absolutely. Laura, yes, I co-sign that 100%. But I also know that while we may move the needle somewhat, just by talking to people, there are way too many people that don't think they need their passports right now and are not going to waste their money trying to get one. And that's way before we even talk about them thinking about leaving this country. Girl, you got family in the South, so I know you know. I know you know what I'm talking about. And it's not just family in the South. Let me just be clear on that. But there are certain more community-based places, right? And that's a beautiful thing where they're not leaving family and friends. And if everybody doesn't have it, then they're not going. So yeah, just start where you can when it comes to the working out. Absolutely. Yep, helps improve balance greatly. And as we age, we need it. Oh, yeah, you did start recapping. Black Yogi Nico Marie. Her videos are amazing and easily digestible. Oh, you do watch. Yay, Moni. Good. Oh, hey, Creative Flavors and Travel. Good to see you. So yeah, so we're almost at an hour, and I think we did great time today. But I do want to share I want to share 2 things. What did Janice say? I started doing yoga as a teenager, and now at 80, I can still get up and down from the floor. Girl, you doing better than most. Praise God. Hallelujah. Because there are days where I'm like, I don't need a mat today. I'm gonna leave that mat rolled up in the corner. And then there's other days where I'm like, okay, girl, you not only do you need to do the yoga, you need to do the planks, you can, but there's certain days where I'm like, if I don't sit in this chair, it's just not gonna get done. And I'm real with that. So, but God bless you. I mean, you have inspired me, child, to stop taking the easy way out, to stop taking the cowardly way out. Thank you for that. So I talked about just, being in divine alignment. And the person that I am going to end on, or the community that I'm going to end on, because she is more than just it's more than just I'm just going to show her face. I'm not going to play because, this is one channel that will be like, take that video down. So a day ago, and again, I told y'all yesterday, so when did I post the money power community series, it had to be like Sunday or Monday. And I could look that up in a second. I knew the people I was going to be talking about. I knew the topics. I knew the basic content. Yesterday, after we had the money conversation, or before we had the money conversation, I see the Earn Your Leisure brothers on the Breakfast Club. And I listened because they were talking about Invest Fest, and I know not only speakers that are going to be there, but I know people who are attending. And the way they talked about the urgency and the importance not only of generating your own income, becoming entrepreneurs, which validates our whole, and when I say our, I'm talking about Andrea and I, our Decode Your Talent and Design Your 5-Figure Income Bootcamp and Coaching. They also were talking about the urgency of us embracing what is to come, which is, well, what is really here, but AI, which is also part of the Decode Your Talent and Design Your 5-plus-figure income coaching and boot camp, and creating your digital twin, and embracing it from a cultural perspective. Because if we're not in it, then listen, the train has left the station. The future is AI and artificial intelligence. And if we're scared to learn about it, even from the most basic level, and start utilizing it in strategic and safe ways, we are going to get left behind. Now, I know there's a whole lot of conflict as it relates about the minerals that are necessary to keep, this AI going, but they're going to find a way. They're going to find a way. And it's also conflict about us getting in big old planes that destroy the ozone layer, but we're going on vacation anyway. So we just have to find ways to be the best global citizens that we can, but understanding that unfortunately there's some things that we're going to have to accept. And I'll just leave it at that. And so this is the video that I want to lead you to. And when you get a chance, please share it, because her community, which I've been a part of since I lived in Brooklyn in the 90s. The first book I got from her was it was green. I can't remember the exact title, but anyway, and her store was like literally walking distance from where I lived in Brooklyn. And this woman she walks the walk, she talks the talk. Her name is Queen Afua. And in this particular video, which was posted yesterday, the day before we knew we were coming back to talk about our community and the power of it, and where people that I follow, that I recommend, Queen Afua is on that list. And in this particular video, you can watch it on their channel. She talks about rejuvenation, medicinal foods, healthy relationships. And then she has a weekend called the Ascension Week. And I'm going to pull up her website in a second. But Queen Afua, she has saved mental people who've had, or just saw nothing but despair, Black people. She's been able to holistically reduce what is plaguing Black women, fibroids, reduce tumors and things like that. And again, disclaimer, she is not, I don't think she's a PhD. No, I don't think she is. I'm not a PhD, but this is based on not only people that she talks about, but people that I know that have gone through her program. And so again, feel free to watch this video, but also I'm going to take you to her website, and feel free to follow her on the other platforms there. So give me 1 second to pull it up. And you can see exactly what she is about. So, Queen Afua, let's just read her about. Queen Afua has over 50 years experience as a holistic health practitioner and wellness coach. We can't have community without having wellness. If we're not healthy, if we are not well, or at least striving to be, then there's no community. It's a sick community, right? She's a pioneer in the green foods movement. Queen Afua is the author of 7 best-selling books. The creator of Heal Thyself, that's the name of the book, the green book, the first book, I think was the name of her first book. But she has a whole product line and founder of the Sacred Woman's Rites of Passage program. I know people who have done it, celebrities who have done it. I think Erykah Badu, Lauren London, the list goes on. And she's the CEO and director of the Queen Afua Wellness Institute. She has devoted her life to holistically empowering both women and men to heal thyself in utilizing the power of food as medicine and healthcare as a self-care. It's a holistic lifestyle method for health and longevity. If you see her body, and she's in her 70s, like some of these 20-something-year-old IG models ain't got nothing on her. Queen Afua has holistically inspired over 1 million women, men, and children throughout the United States, Canada, and the Caribbean, Africa, and Europe with her workshops, books, products, and presentations. And then you can read more about the details of her history and how she got to be where she is. But I love this quote. I am a distinctive, beautiful flower and a healing herb with a heart, a mind, breast, and a womb. I come with sacred earth medicine to heal myself. Ciao. And she has you could go to her store, you can read reviews. Again, just another great community to be a part of. If you want, now she's, I know she does some type of, I don't know where she does her workshops, but I know New York, she still does her workshops. But you can on YouTube. Can y'all see that? I don't know if it's switched over. No. So let me share her YouTube channel. This is her YouTube channel, and you can learn more about her there. She has over 60,000 subscribers. So this is not the channel where I follow most of the people that I really, really follow, but I do subscribe to her on another channel. So my personal community channel that I reference, this is separate, but I do follow her. And she isn't as active as she used to be. As you can see, let me see. Yeah, 3 years ago, she used to be way more active, but she does have other pages that you can reference her. And so she's on IG, FB, YT, TT, LinkedIn, and the twits. And so, yeah, so those are the resources. Let me just run down them again. Feel free to, again, share, and I'm going to see if y'all shared any other resources. And then we can say, adios. Adios for Saturday. But Starting off, it was Dr. Carr on YouTube, narrative. Then you can go to narrative.com. There's some free information there. But if you really want to get in community, become a member, and you will join the Nubia community. When I tell you, I'm tempted to show y'all what the inside looks like, but I don't want to get sued, y'all. I don't want to get sued. I didn't read the terms and conditions when I signed up. So, but you can sign up for $19.99 a month or $199 a year, and you will not be sorry. If there was ever a time for you to be a part of that community, now is the time. Let's talk about Karen Hunter. Karen Hunter is another YouTube plus community. She also has another podcast. You can follow her on Substack. You can follow her on Blue Sky. She is no longer on the Twits. But go ahead. That's a community I highly recommend. We can also talk about Lori Favors, excuse me. And again, if you join YouTube, if you join Narrative, you can find a lot of her lessons in there. Then there was Sun M. Cho, the Harvard professor, and he teaches, and actually I do have a video in Lessons from the Elders, and you hear more about, you will hear his speak, you will hear some of his educational references about our history in there. And let me just see if I could put that link in the chat real quick. But Sun M. Cho, he's on YouTube and all the other platforms that you can think of. And who else? Let me see, I'm trying to multitask, and Lessons from the Elders. And I'm trying to think. I'm not sure if he's going to be at the upcoming Gullah Geechee Festival, but if you want to hear, like I said, more about him, Reviving a Hidden Legacy, the Powerful Tradition of the Gullah Geechee Festival, I'm going to put this link in now. And there's another one, and I just want to make sure both of them are there. So yeah, so follow Dr. Sun M. Cho, and then we go into the healthcare, right? Black Yogi Nico Marie and Queen Afua. And if you are not subscribed to this channel, this is the next community, because y'all know if I see something, I'm going to say something. And then we are opening up our private Flawless community next week, because we're going to start back after Labor Day. And so if you're interested in being part of that, where we are going to really have more of a strategic agenda for at least two, we're going to play our bingo. We're going to have our game night with prizes once a month. But the other 3 weeks, they are going to be, we're going to have an agenda around it. Even though I think, the previous conversations were great and we learned a lot, at least 2 of those weeks, we're going to have more strategy. So if we're going to talk about healing, like, listen, I bought some, and I always mispronounce this word, but colloidal silver, which it's, if y'all know, if y'all don't, research it, but it saved a lot of lives a couple years back. And I wanted to make sure that I had enough. I have some in New York, but I wanted to get some organically made here. And so I bought that. And then there's some other products that I'm gonna go over that will be part of the private, the YouTube members community. You'll see those products as well. Aloe vera plant, all of those things have been gathered while I've been here, because we also know the power of the aloe vera tree. So saying all that to say, I wanted to make sure that during our private flawless community, we walk away with solutions. We walk away empowered. We walk away having actionable steps to keep us and our families safe. And so, yeah. And then, oh, I forgot the Black Information Network. Please make sure you follow them, because right now, listen, I will also say April Ryan, she has a growing community, which the name of her news resource is April Ryan has, oh gosh, I always forget the name of her. So for those of you who don't know, she's a political analyst. She's a White House, I think she's still a White House correspondent. I don't remember. Because y'all know I don't watch the news. But you can watch her. She also has a book that I haven't read yet. A friend of mine was part of the editing team of it, but it's called Black Women Will Save the World, an anthem. I'm just trying to get the name of her new news source. Anyway, you could go to her aprildryan.com page and find out more about that. I didn't add her to the top because I knew this was going to probably run longer than I wanted it to, but let me just throw her in for good measure. And then finally, Queen Afua. Queen Afua, Black Information Network, Black Yogi Nico Marie, Narrative, Nubia, Karen Hunter, Queen Afua, and Lori Favors. Lori Favors. And so go ahead, get in those communities, whichever platforms you use. I'm not directing. So if they're on, YouTube and you're on YouTube, which we know you are, go ahead and follow there. If they're on another platform and you're there as well, go ahead and follow, because the more that we learn, the more we can share, the more prepared we will be. So thank you. Let me see who else is in here. You're welcome, Laura. You're welcome. The change is going to happen whether we like it. Exactly. 100%. Word up, Kim. Oh, what up, Kim? What's up, Shell? What's up? What up, Shell? Good to see you. Yes, Queen. Oh, hey, Solar Bella Chick. Queen Afua was huge in the Black community in Philly too. Yes, the East Coast, the Northeast Coast, she was huge. It still is. But I remember when Carol's daughter was first starting as well. You went on Saturdays or whatever day it was. For me, it was Saturdays. We would go to Carol's daughter, Brownstone. She had the most luscious, delicious, natural body butters. Once the company sold, the formula did change, but we would get our body butters and we'd get our homeopathic whatever tinctures or whatever from Queen Afua. They were literally not far from each other. Yeah, but she was really big. Hey, Shell. Yep. You're sweating. Okay. And so let me see. Thanks for recapping. Yes. She was on Numbers and you would. So listen, so I was going to mention, that's going to be part of our private community conversation. Because some of y'all, did I mention before that I worked with Mr. Strayhorn, my first intern in radio when I was in college, and he worked at WKYS in DC, and Donnie Simpson was there, and he was also on the show, and he did my numbers. I then worked with him again at WBLS. He didn't remember me by name, so to speak, but he read my numbers, exact same thing. And dang, if he wasn't telling some truth. So yes, Queen Afua and Lloyd Strayhorn. And also when I worked at BLS, we had partnership with Queen Afua as well. Thanks for sharing. Carol's daughter, yes, you brought her stuff at her breath. Listen, wasn't that the best in the big tubs? Will those days come back? Do you remember the lines outside of Brownstone? Especially around the holiday time. Those were some of the best body butters. I think that it was the best body butter I ever had. When I tell you the smoothness, the sheen, the shine, the best product ever. You saw a video, Carol's daughter, she brought it back. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, because I want to say L'Oreal spun her off. It was, when the celebrities got to it, it was like, oh, we can make you bigger and this and that. Some of the integrity suffered. And so I totally missed the days of the brownstone waiting in those long lines. It was worth it. Hey, Christine. Yes, thank you for telling the people to like, subscribe, and share. And again, I will in a post put the names. I'll recap because I know some people will probably miss this video or not see it until later, and we don't have time to waste. And again, if you want to be part of the Flawless community for free on YouTube, just subscribe to the channel. If you want to be a gemstone, if you want to be part of the Gem Nation, subscribe to the channel. If you want to be part of the Flawless community, we will go back to our private meetups via Zoom starting in September. The links will be available. I'll update the link by tomorrow if it's not there today, and I'll post it in the community tab as well, so you can start signing up. It is a paid community, and listen, only the serious please apply. We're not no time for fake ones. Oh goodness. So, that's my hip hop quote for the day. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to, seeing how we can build this community. And like I said, we're on a mission to get to that 50,000 number of subscribers here by the end of 2025. So if you haven't subscribed, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. And if you are part of the community already, share it with a friend so they too can subscribe. So Solar Bellatrix says she used to make this delicious smelling chocolate. Listen, she discontinued soon after she opened her brick and mortar. Right. So she opened the brick and mortar in Brooklyn, not far from Prospect, not far from Spike Lee's 40 Acres and a Mule. But so it was the chocolate. She had a vanilla one. She had a cream. Child, I was so upset. Still trying to find a replacement decades later. Listen, Carol or Lisa, give us the recipe so we can make it ourselves. Yeah, we can. It's been too long. It's been too long. But yeah. Hey, ABX girl, good to see you. We're about to tap out. We've been here an hour and 22 minutes. But thank you all. And again, like I said, get in community. Whatever that community looks like, wherever you feel comfortable, wherever you feel safe, go ahead and get in community. And we're going to need it. With that being said, I am going to tap out. You guys have a great weekend. I am off tomorrow, but plan to come back next week. When I say off, there'll be some pre-produced content that will drop tomorrow. But as far as live, we'll be back next week. So just stay tuned and check out our community tab to learn when. But until then, you guys have a great weekend, a great day. And this was great. I thank you for joining. And if you think of anyone that you follow that you want to recommend, do me a favor, come back, put it in the chat. Sharing is caring. We need more resources for more people. I know I don't know everything, so I rely on you guys to help out. So anyway, take care, everyone. Have a good day.